Hi, my name is Kristina Elizabeth, and welcome to my channel, Into the Heart, where we talk about life, spirituality, and any and everything in between. Tonight, as I'm filming this, it is December the 15th, 2024. It is the last and final full moon of the year, and I just thought it would be a beautiful way to kick off my channel and to create this space where it's been on my mind to do for a while. I was working on it and then my laptop crashed. Shout out to Mercury retrograde. But it was one of those things where, if you keep tinkering with stuff and you're just not doing, you just, kind of procrastinating. I was procrastinating on getting it done. And I felt as though tonight during the full moon, it would be the best way for me to honor this energy that we're in and taking that step forward to create this channel, to record this video, create this channel, to say what I have to say and put myself out here. One of my biggest fears has been to put myself out here. I have a fear of being seen, a fear of being vulnerable, a fear of judgments, all of that good stuff. But there's no more room for fear. We're going into another year, and I don't know about y'all, but I got a feeling 2025 is going to be insane. I got a feeling it's going to be a little crazy. But I'm here for it. I'm here for the change. I know that if you follow the astrology, if you're an astrology person, we're moving into a new age. We've already have, and all of the changes really since 2020 and before then we're living in a completely different time. And I know for me personally, I started really being intentional about my journey towards 2019 and into 2020 and on. And during that time, at the end of 2019, I started intentionally journaling again to get it out. I was in such a dark space back then, and I really took pen to paper, and I've written 4 or 5 big books worth of journaling. And part of my intention for this channel would be to share some of the writings that I've done in hopes that it would help somebody else that may be or have gone through the same thing, or maybe in the midst of trying to figure all of that out too. So that's also my intention for this channel, is to share a lot of the stuff that I've learned on my spiritual journey so far, and am in the process of learning, because it is a journey and we're always learning, we're always evolving, and we're always growing. At least that's the intention. That's what we're supposed to be doing. If you know, you know. Tonight I was journaling my book, writing notes, and I was thinking about all of the things that I've done or accomplished over the course of this year, 2024. Excuse me. And I felt like, damn, it didn't really seem like I did much. I got a new job this year. I was consistent in the gym. I stuck with a plan. I was consistent in the gym for about 10 months. I was working with the trainer. So I did learn a lot about fitness and change my perspective on discipline and all of that stuff. I'm a mother. I did all of the mothering things. I have a very active and healthy 6-year-old son as my twin. And he's a happy, healthy child. I mean, what more could a person ask for? And other than that, really, I just tried to maintain. And on paper, I felt at first like, dang, I didn't really accomplish much this year, but that's okay. It's okay, because even in this moment, I feel so full. I feel so blessed. I feel loved. I feel that this year I've given and received a lot of love. I've learned a lot of lessons and learned more about myself. Every year, I just always choose to make the intention of not really setting resolutions, but just to continue down the path that I've already been on, learn more about myself, become a bigger and better person than I was the year before. And as I sit here, so yeah, I may not have had a long list of accomplishments, but I definitely feel like I had a good year. I had a good year, and my intention is to really just keep moving forward, but moving forward in a more fearless way, by creating this channel, by sharing more of myself and the things that I feel are important, because I know that there are a lot of people out here going through the same thing. So why not create that space for more of us to have community? I was also shuffling my energy cards and my Rumi Oracle deck that I have gotten. I got not too long ago, my Rumi deck. But my energy cards, which are these cards, was actually my very first deck that I got when I started my spiritual journey, and before I really understood what they meant or how to use them or whatever. And right now they're really about my favorite cards to use. I just love them. When I shuffled tonight, I got these cards. I'm not going to read all of them, but I do want you to take note of all of the yellow and the oranges. That's sacral energy and that solar plexus energy. And for me, it was really about sitting more in my confidence and sharing more of my light and being more creative. Growing up, I was very creative. I played the piano, I did gymnastics, I was in the drama club, I did all of that stuff. But as an adult, I feel like I don't do too much of anything to really express myself creatively. And it's time for me to step back into that light where, we're all meant to create. We're meant to share and create art, beauty, sing, dance, something. We got to do something. And for me, I write. I had to realize, when you put pen to paper, you're a writer. And I've written books at this point. So I had to acknowledge that and give myself credit for that. And really acknowledge the fact that I do have a lot to share. And I have had a very extraordinary life. And I know that I have a lot to offer. And so it is time for me to, this card says 108, at the 108, I allow myself to grasp the world, to actually grab it, to grab hold of my life, to feel it, smell it, taste it, love it, experience it, to actively be a part of it. And that's what I plan on doing. That is my intention for 2025, to do more expressing and more living in a bigger, more fuller way. So at the end of the year, I won't feel like I haven't done much. It's not that I haven't done much, because I have. It's been a hard year. It's time for us to walk in our purpose. Earlier this year, while I was at the gym, there was a man that I've seen in the gym, pretty regularly. Like, we dap each other up, the little gym bump or whatever. I was seeing him for maybe a couple of months at the time, in passing. But one day, out of kind of nowhere, I was working out, I was walking by to do something, and he stopped me. He said, he looked at me and I looked at him. He said, you got a calling on your life? I said, he looked at me, I looked at him, and he was like, you know that, don't you? And I said, yeah, I do know that. But at the time, my mind was so blown, because, what are you talking about? But when he walked up and said that to me, it was like kind of like a domino effect. And it really sat with me because I don't take anything by chance. When I have interactions and conversations with people, I take note of everything, because I know nothing is by coincidence, and everything is significant. And him, a stranger, basically walking up to me and saying that I have a calling on my life, I was shook. And then there was a chain of events that happened after that really has led me to this point now, where it's definitely time for me to step into that purpose and step into that calling. And I don't know what all it looks like now, but I do know that it starts with me opening up my energy and creating space for other people, creating more space. I am the type of person where people will come to when they want to talk or need advice and this and that. And I mean, I'm no counselor or whatever, but I have a lot to offer, and I want to take this next step, and I'm excited for it. And as I explore creating these videos, because trust me, I'm no professional, you're going to learn with me or watch me learn on this journey, and I'm excited for that. But I'm excited for these next steps, and I invite you to join me as we explore these different topics, these different energies, journal entries. We'll shuffle cards. We'll look into human design. I love human design as well. I have a lot of writings and things that I'll share, so we're just gonna figure it out step by step, one video at a time. And taking one step at a time, every step that we take is a step towards coming closer together and walking more in our purpose. I am filled with unconditional love for myself and for the people around me, for the collective. We're heading into really crazy times, and we're gonna need more community, more safe spaces, and that is what I'd love to offer to the people. So let's explore it, let's try it out, let's see how it goes, and let's dive deep into the heart.